Alright, y'all, so today we're showing up as we are, and we're gonna knock out some shoulders today. Honestly, my front delts are a little bit tender from yesterday's upper chest day, but we still prevail. All right, guys, here we go, set of 12. I think one of the reasons why people end up becoming the shadow in their own life is because they seek validation from other people. I mean, we're trained to do that from birth, you know what I mean? We're trained to seek approval from our parents, trained to seek approval from teachers, try to fit in and be with the cool kids, and ultimately that just leads us down a really dark road. And a way to combat seeking validation from others is to find validation in yourself, to validate yourself every single day. And validating yourself every single day is investing in becoming a better version of yourself, or investing in building something to be proud of. Like, bro, you got something to prove, bro. And you got nothing to prove to these bystanders, to these people who are seeking validation, people who are steady trying to fit in. You owe it to yourself, bro. You owe it to your future generation. You owe it to that kid and wife that's not here yet, that's gonna be dependent on you, you know what I mean? And if you live your life in the shadow of others, you live your life seeking validation from others, you're gonna miss out on your purpose, bro. You're not gonna find your purpose. You're gonna forever be in a shadow. Life hits you in the mouth, it's gonna be so hard to recover because you never took the time to learn who you were. You were so busy living in the shadow of others that you don't have a base to fall back on. That's why it's really important, bro, to just live for you, bro. 1%ers, they're not seeking validation from others. They don't need other people's approval. You see it all the time in everyone's success story, how something happened and the people that were close to them didn't believe in them, but they believed in them, you know? That's what it takes. It takes being misunderstood and being okay with it. It takes being obsessed, bro. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna take these hundreds on this ride.
Oh, my hat. Oh, I never do shoulder press with the hat on.
Again, don't do what I do, bro. Always get a spot, bro. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna do some upright rows with the Smith machine. Really focus on capping these shoulders out. Then we're gonna do some side laterals. We're gonna do some, then we're gonna bounce around and do some rear delts. And then we're gonna finish off with the arm blast. Man, I tell you one thing though, bro. I made this post on Instagram, you guys have to check it out. It was like, sometimes life moves so fast. If you don't stop and smell the flowers, it'll pass you by. And it hit so deep because it was like, sometimes you get so locked into the grind and so focused on what it is you want out of life to where you brush off the important things, the things like family. I'm guilty of it. Brush having fun, hanging out with your friends. And we gotta learn to embrace the process, but like love the process. And loving the process is just loving the struggle, loving the pain, loving what comes with the territory, you know? No pain, no gain, no story, no success. All right, y'all, so we're going 3 sets of 20 right here with upright rows. We're gonna squeeze at the top for like a second, but I'm really spamming these reps because I wanna feel my front delts with as much blood as possible and really just focus on contracting.
1, 2.
See, I'm holding up here for like a second. Like, not very long, but just a second. See, the key to mastering a solid front delt workout is supersetting shoulder press with upright rows. I'm telling you, if you go 4 sets of 12 and 4 sets of 20, get ready for some big ass shoulders, bro. Sometimes it's so hard to stay the course and stay in your own lane when people you know are excelling at a much faster rate. It makes it really hard to stay the course and just stay focused on what you're doing. But I mean, it's working, bro. It's working. Consistency. Sometimes I look at Sam Sulek and I'm like, I really admire the guy. I feel like he's an awesome dude. He's a great person. He guy stayed down. I mean, he just believed in him. He did what he loved. He wasn't seeking any expectations. And you can tell he has a pure love for what he does because he still drives the same car, still the same personality. He's not hanging out with a lot of people. He still goes to Planet Fitness. Like, that's very admirable, you know what I mean? He didn't let the success change him. And that's what life does to you whenever you you know, you validate yourself every single morning. But that's what happens when you live for you and you live for others who depend on you. Again, squeezing at the top for like a second, not very long.
11, 12.
And obviously you want to get some weight that you can control, but not too easy to where you're not pushing yourself. Everything that I talk about, I've lived it or I'm currently living. Like the whole like the whole seeking validation thing, like I'm super guilty of that. So I had a Corvette, I had a 2023 C8. I was on the verge of going to get an Audi R8. I was gonna sell the C8 and get the Audi R8. And my dad asked me, he's like, why you get another car? He's like, you still live in an apartment, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, why you get another car? I was like, well, because I feel like it's time for one and I feel like I need to show that I'm leveling up. He's like, show who? He's like, you know what you're doing. And then I realized it. I was like, all these people I know are getting brand new Lambos, brand new this, brand new that, brand new this, brand new that. And I realized that I was just seeking validation. I felt like if I didn't show that I was getting these new materialistic items, then people would think that I wasn't leveling up or that I'm in the same place or that I'm broke or whatever. And at that moment, bro, I sold the C8. I went and bought a little $4,000 bike that I ended up crashing. I really had to just reset and like reevaluate myself. And I think that's why it's so important to have solid individuals and people who are going to hold you accountable and tell you how it is, because I was headed down a dark path. I was headed down the wrong road, bro. Like I was buying jewelry, flexing it, posting jewelry, going to fancy restaurants, posting it, you know, everything that wasn't really me. I'm a Sam Sulek type of guy. I really admire Sam. That's the second time I mentioned him. I'm a Sam Sulek type of guy, bro. I'm just a normal dude, bro. Says all that while having a chain on his neck. Well, so a lot of you guys who don't know, I sell watches, I sell jewelry. So if you ever need anything, hit me on the gram, I'm your guy. That's my way of marketing myself, and I get a lot of business by wearing certain pieces of jewelry. But I remember, so like I said in my last video, the heavier the weight, the less control you have of it. So what we're gonna do for these side laterals, we're gonna go 3 sets of a drop set. So I'm gonna start off with 27.5, 25 down to 22.5, 3 sets of that. And really just focus on capping the shoulders. Really just focus on getting as much blood in that shoulder. Just spamming that, just spam, but controlled spam. For the physical therapists and personal trainers out there, hey, this is what works for me, you know what I mean? So it might not work for everybody, it works for me. This is why I look the way I look, because of the workouts that I do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12.
That time in my life when I was seeking validation, it was a good time in my life. You know, money was coming in, had the nice car, had the jewelry, had the girls, whatever. And, but it was whenever I was hanging around people who had as much as I had or more than I had. And it's weird, you always hear that saying, you know, you are the company you keep, and you are. You know, just because someone has money or someone is muscular or this or that does not mean that they have all the keys, and doesn't mean that they're a great person. It wasn't that I wasn't living the life, it was just, it wasn't me. This is gonna be more of the isolate movement right here. We're gonna grab the ball of this right here. We're gonna go behind our back. We're gonna squeeze the ball in our palm, between our thumb and our index finger. And what we're gonna do is just focus on extending. Really just focus on getting the blood flow in that delt. Life's good, man. Life's good whenever you see it as good. I always tell my friends, man, gratitude is the gateway to infinite abundance, man. We get so caught up in what we don't have in life that, you know, it hinders us. It keeps us from growing, keeps us from getting to that next level. And, you know, it's something so simple. It's just taking a deep breath and realizing, like, man, I prayed to be where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, life is going good. I might not be where I want to be, but I'm farther than I was last year. You're excelling, bro. Here we got rear delts. Basically what we're doing right here, we're gonna put our foot on this right here. We're gonna throw our chest up and we're just gonna squeeze back here. Fully extend too. That's gonna allow your rear delt to stretch. It's gonna stretch your rear delt and allow it to get bigger. I'm gonna do a triple set for triceps. I don't know if anyone else does triple sets. I do triple sets because I don't need to be in the gym doing arms for an hour. Arms aren't priority for me. I'm gonna go 20 reps right here. And what this does is this really works the inside of your tricep. For my gym people out there, everyone should be gym who's watching this video. Everyone who's watching this video should be gym life. For my gym rats, bro, focus on you, bro. Focus on your journey, bro. Just because your homeboy got 2 times as big in 2 months, doesn't mean you need to get 2 times as big in 2 months, all right? Focus on you, focus on your journey. Had I followed a lot of my friends, I'd probably be 270 pounds of pure muscle right now. Each his own, like there's no judgment at all. I love my buddies, I love anyone who competes, who does anything. At the end of the day, I support you, I'm here for you. But that's not me, you know what I mean? That's not the journey that I'm trying to be on. Now, if your goal is to be, you know, the biggest dude in the world, then sure, for you to go. But if you're doing it to fit in, to get bigger so everyone can see you as, if you're doing it for whatever reason that doesn't fall in line with your core values, then you're wrong, bro. You're wrong. You should be following your heart, not following a crowd who's following social media. All right, so for the last set of the triple set, all right, so for the first set of the last set of the triple set, we're gonna go, we're just gonna fully extend and really focus on locking out here, all right? You don't need to go heavy, go really light, and really just focus on locking that out. Not too far to where you're overextending your elbow, but really just lock that tricep out. So the moral of this episode of shoulders and showing up as you is really just staying the course, bro. Focusing on you, validate yourself every morning. Stop seeking validation from all these people and all these materialistic items. Get big shoulders, live for you, live for the people who depend on you, and just be happy, bro. Embrace the journey, bro, because you're gonna be glad you did one day. So like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you liked, what you thought, you had any ideas, anything you wanna see more of. I really appreciate you guys. The highest human act is to inspire, so this really does touch my heart when I get messages and DMs of, you know, the perspective that I've been able to give people. So I love y'all, I'll see y'all on the next one.